Welcome to my home, RVA. This is February and it is Black History Month, and I have been wanting to come to the Black History Museum of Virginia for a long time, so what better month to come and do this? And this is Adele Johnson, and you're the executive director here.
Right.
Wonderful. Tell me about the museum and what we're going to be able to see here today.
Well, I'll tell you first of all that the Black History Museum and Cultural Center of Virginia has been around for a long time, since 1981.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I think we're one of the best kept secrets in town, and we don't want to be, so thank you for helping us to publicize our existence.
Our pleasure, yes.
I like to start by telling people that our mission is to preserve stories that inspire.
Okay.
So we tell the untold stories, the undertold stories, the forgotten stories about African Americans who have done great things, not just in Richmond and Virginia, but in the nation and the world.
Okay, all right. And where are we in relation to the city of Richmond?
We are in historic Jackson Ward, and we love being here because Jackson Ward is just steeping in history. We've been in this building, which is the old Lee Street Armory, for about 3 years.
Okay.
And there are all kinds of stories that we love to tell about the, again, African Americans who have made contributions to Richmond and our national or international events or activities. So there's a lot of things you can learn. We had a VCU student come here one day. She spent 3 hours in questions. We have docents that are very well trained and open and willing to not just talk about the enslaved people, but also to answer questions, because a lot of times students don't understand and they don't have anyone to ask. So we really encourage questions.
Okay.
Because we
student,
yeah.
What age groups is this appropriate for? I mean, is it elementary age? Does it go through college? Is it, that kind of thing?
For second graders that we do, because we know that they want to know history and have questions about this from the enslaved point of view. So it's really not about Thomas Jefferson, even though you can't talk about Monticello without saying his name too.
Right.
But we are giving voice to the enslaved people, the enslaved children, women, and men who built and maintained Monticello.
Ah, okay, all right. And that display or exhibit is here how long?
The exhibition will be here through April 18th.
Okay.
And we are doing a lot of publicity, so thank you again to bring people in to see it, because as I mentioned earlier, we tell untold stories, and these are stories that you don't hear about too much. I don't know about you, but when I was in grammar school and high school, we may have heard about the slaves or slaves, but there were no names, there was very little of any information.
Right. There's no personal connection.
Exactly.
Recognized as a leader in the U.S. real estate market. Of the more than 35,000 realtors in Virginia, the American Institute of Real Estate Professionals consistently
sponsored in part by Paul Adams, branch manager and nationally recognized senior loan officer with Prime Lending, a Plains Capital company. With over 400 mortgage options available, Paul Adams and his team work hard to uncover the key to each client's mortgage success.